So I'm back. Just not enough VR today. Tired, exhausted of cutting looks in Beat Saber the past 2 hours, actually an hour and a half. So now I'm moving on to do something in my seat. So this is Xpeng 11. This is Xpeng 11 VR. I'm not sure why they put this jumbo jet or the queen here. I suppose Nemina Research has been granted a proper license to use this old Cathay Pacific logo and the Swire logo and the Asia's World City livery and the dragon thing and the Delta. What's this? Oh, 737. The 737. And we have some. Where's my mouse? I lost my cursor. I see my cursor, but it's not moving. Why is that? Because it's not in focus. Okay, now it's moving. So what? Why clicking is to center? How can I move around with the VR controller? Is it not possible to move around? I want to see what types of aircraft they are. I guess one of them, two Cessna. Not sure if they are 172 or what. And then so two high wings, one low wing. Whatever the types. We are not going to fly fixed wing today. Actually, we're going to fly the heli. The Sikorsky 76 Charlie. And a beautiful livery. Wow. Surface wind. The resolution is low. I can't really read. 8 knots at 200 at the 8. What is the format of meter? Or it is direction and speed, right? So that would be 200 at 8. Yeah. No shear, no gust. That's the wind at 2,000 feet mean sea level. And as we climb, we don't climb too high. Few cumulus. Whereas good time we want daylight, so daytime, but real world weather with engine running. What is that? Why is the resolution so low? Can I really the text doesn't zoom in. I want to go to runway 22 right or left. To left, right. This is 29. No. This is 2. Okay. I will start here. What do you see now? I see application not responding inside the visor and the loading screen. I suppose you see the loading screen. Reading new scenery files. Probably I can use the remote. Slops remote. I cannot preview in the remote, so it wouldn't help. It's taking its time. Done with preloading. Anytime now. Is it because I tune many things to high or maximum? Hey, I'm in the water. At least I'm not sinking yet. Floating. I'm actually in water. I don't mean to be in the water. But good to know it can float on water. I'm not familiar with the airfield. I will get back to land. I'm flying offline, so I won't crash into anybody. I am the sole person in this virtual world. It's definitely a different experience in VR. I've learned that it's dangerous to turn right. I mean, more dangerous to turn right than to turn left, because this is a Sikorsky, a conventional heli that the rotor blades turn. What's going on? I need to pay attention. So from the top view, the rotor blade turns counterclockwise. So there's a torque to turn right, and if I'm turning right and it wants to turn right, it's harder to turn left. That's the theory. Right, left or right. Let's sit on to the right. More left, more right turning. This is the first time I fly the heli in VR this year. It's smart enough to put the gear up in the water, but now I need to put the gear down. How? Doesn't work. Gear down. Slide backward a bit. Back to the lumber. Back to the lumber. Back to the numbers. There we are. The numbers. Okay. How can I reset the view? Yeah, I have keyboard shortcut for that. Just shake ahead and hit the button. So now I'm in the seat. So this is collective mistake. Try not to move too much, because you see I move a little bit and the craft already tilts. Same with the editor pedals, just tiny little bit and it starts to rotate. Because I don't have the brakes on. Obviously if I set the brake... Oh, did I tell the opposite? This is brakes off, so gentle input would turn the craft. So now we are pointing straight ahead on runway 22 right. Set the brakes. Take a deep breath and check my stream. Am I streaming? Anybody watching? Nobody watching? Fine. Right. I have no idea what all these buttons are, except I recognize the radio. Right, no idea. No idea. I only know the collective, the cyclic, and the pedals. And I believe throttle is mechanically linked to the collective. I am flying solo, so solo means I'm the captain. Any checklist we can do? No. So no worry, we are perfectly safe in VR. just pull the collective. Actually, you don't need to look at it. I will tell you I'm pulling the collective. And also adjusting the cyclic and the pedal so we hover in place for a few seconds. And then I was thinking, can we hold in place for several seconds? I think we already started drifting forward. But that's fine, we're about to take off. So we gain some airspeed. $80 knots. Crossing runway. Where's the key? What is the keyboard shortcut for gear? It's not G. Or is it not the gear? What do you call that in the heli? Never mind. So with airspeed, you don't need the pedals to turn, but obviously it's not perfectly coordinated, so a little bit of left pedal would help the passenger feel better. Make sure these two things always stay in the green zone. And I'm looking for runway 29. Any idea where it is? It is on my 10 o'clock, I guess. No, 9 o'clock. So turning to that. Okay, slow down. Gears always down, so no worry about that. We're flying VFR, so just look outside. Maybe I'm not sure how to use the attitude indicator for heli. So there is runway 29. Slow down. Gently. Nope, this is not 29, what is it? 26 right. Where is 29? Let's try to sit on 26 right. So how about practice hovering? Gotta be very gentle with the cycling. Any movement, any visible movement is like a lot of input. And of course there is wind. Intentionally we use real world weather, so it's like in the real world we're drifting backward. If you still remember, the wind is at 200 degrees, so straight ahead is 260 around that, because the runway number is 26, right? And also on the compass is 26. So 200 is from our left, 10 o'clock. So if we are to fly into the wind, we'll do this. Oh, it's just 8 knots. Right, let me find runway 29er. Or we just start flight school. Let me use touchdown. So where's the keyboard? I focus. Oh, that's why the keyboard shotgun didn't work, because I was not inside here. Okay. So this is how it looks outside. And how we zoom in. How to shut down the engine. Start with our engine running. And okay, so here you can see the rotor blade probably moving by the wind. We're moving outside. Zoom in a bit. So here is the tail rotor. Can't change the pitch. Does it require some engine power to actually move? How do we start the engine or anything? A lot of switches above. Light switch. Circuit breakers. Park brake. Anything called ignition. Anyone know how to start a Sikorsky? I just go to flight school. Heli basics. Can we do flight school inside VR? Because there have been issues with it. I'm not sure if it is fixed. Something's definitely wrong. Okay. So I have messages on the screen but not inside VR. So you can read the messages. I couldn't. Let me check on my headset. Welcome to your first helicopter flight. We'll start off learning to hover. The collective controls how much lift you your main rotor generates, which in turn control your upward motion. The more collective you add, the more lift you generate. So, to hover just above the ground, you only need a little collective, maybe 30%. You can use the throttle on your joystick. No, I used collective. As you're using the collective to lift off the ground, you need to move your joystick forward or back to keep from drifting. If you drift forward, tilt your joystick back to stay in place. Likewise, if you drift back, tilt your joystick forward a bit. Be careful though, it's easy to over-control and go too far. It takes only the tiniest movements of the controls to stay in place. Now let's try it. Use B to turn off the brakes. So you can see brakes, and if I hit B, brakes off. Yeah. And then if you say anything, yeah, slowly add collective. And meanwhile, cyclic and pedals. Does it say anything? The green square, yeah, the screen gears, the green squares appear. We are good to go. I can't read the text inside VR. Hope Lemony Research fix this issue in the next release. Not too fast. There's definitely some bug. I see a ghost arrow, the green pointer in the wrong place inside VR. Real time higher to pass the loop. So it's not a square. The top is open. It doesn't tell me to raise the gear, so I lift them down. Always make sure you know where to land in case of emergency. It It is indeed much more easy to control in VR because you see more. You have a depth perception, what did I say? Depth perception, 3D vision. And therefore you don't lose orientation when you are flying VFR in VR. So you see VFR, VR, the same. It's better to fly visual fly-throughs in virtual reality. Why am I talking? Why do I keep talking? Alright, 3 green. You get a better sense of how the heli is slowing down and descending in VR. Don't really have that sense on a 2D screen. And if you do anything stupid, it's more scary in VR. Yeah, here we are, 2-9er. I want to sit right on top of 2-9er, like this. Okay, what does it say? Report card. Take off. Over speed and too high off ground. Passing all the loops or hoops. No, not loops. Hoops. Landing. I have no idea what it means for landing distance because I got 100% on X-Plane Mobile. But now on desktop I never get past 20%. Maybe another bug. Centerline deviation. Are not at the center. Slightly off center. Let me try again. Practice makes perfect. Okay. Sit back, reset the view. Brakes off. Collective. Pedal cyclic. Just a tiny bit of left pedal. Why aren't the green hoops appearing? Come on. Does it say anything? Oh, not pointing straight ahead. Yeah, need to move back to that point and don't get too high, don't get too fast. Slowly, steady, safely. Let's do it at 60 knots. I suppose we can fly over speed. Nobody's watching. Or is there? Last time I checked, nobody's watching the stream. Obviously, in the real world, even when nobody is watching, you don't overspeed. But this is VR. Oh, we can do crazy things. But watch the RPM. It's going above 100 a little bit. And we're almost reaching 150 knots. 140, okay, stay at that. I want to practice approach and landing, which includes hovering. Prepare for landing. Cabin crew, prepare for landing. Nobody's behind, right? Don't rush. Steady. How do you define a stable heli approach? You don't want to go too slow because you're still over the rudder. I feel the need for some right pedal. Why? Obviously not at the center line. Yeah, similar to previous time and that we are speeding. Okay, 2 trials. Third time. Brakes off. This time we try to do the gear. Collective. It's windy. Okay. Pitch forward. $60 knots. 80 knots. Actually 70 knots. Anyway. Gear up. I guess we can fly slightly faster. I've heard people use the rotor blades as a reference for the attitude of the. I don't know, but I think it's better to use things that don't move. Yeah. So they say the angle between the rotor blades and the natural horizon, not the artificial one. So you see the sea, the ocean, the angle between the ocean and the rotor blades. But as you move the cyclic, you can see that it changes. So I would say the angle between the panels and the ocean. Oh, now we're flying at 130 knots. Just slow down a bit. Gear down, yeah, don't forget that. Now, what are those 3 green lights? If they stay on when the gears are up, at least we have the red lights off. That's good. I really need to slow down. Really need to slow down. Okay, aim at a perfect hover over the number 29 and then sit on it. Oh, okay. So it's not a perfect hover, it's drifting forward. So yeah, worse than before. Takeoff. Yeah, similar. So we couldn't get 100%. Let's end the heli. Any people watching? Nobody's watching. Going to fly the Cessna. Also fly school. Like the traffic pattern. How would that look inside VR? So it's another airport and an aircraft. Same person. A different hardware. I use the yoke. Can you see the yoke? I don't think so. You only see my headset. Reading new scenery files. Did you know? Want a different flying experience for a change? Try the glider tow. Code yeah, get ready. Not yet. Yes. Alright, so we're inside the Cessna 172, and what does it say? We are ready to fly our first traffic pattern. Next. We're just going to take off, circle around parallel to the runway, then turn back to the runway to land right back here. Follow the green checkpoint markers for the perfect pattern. Alright. So solo. Sit back, reset the view. Nobody's around. %. What is that? 17 kilo. Okay, everything looks good. Release the brake. Full power. The runway is long. No need any flaps. 55 knots rotate. Yeah, flaps already up. Here cannot be raised. And it's not properly trained yet. Yes, it's trained. Alright. I think there is a message telling us to level off at 1100 feet, right? So once you reach 1100 feet, it, speed up to 100 knots, and then reduce throttle to 75% to maintain around 22 kilo RPM or 20. Another right turn, and of course trim afterward. So the runway is right there, and somehow we're descending too much on our throttle. Just skip all the messages. Okay, I have control. So always know where your airport is, always know where your runway is. The runway is more important than just the airport, but the runway, where you're gonna land. I guess it's okay to open the door and no longer try to close it. The first time I opened the door in flight, it was a bit scary. Even in VR it's a bit scary. But this time it doesn't feel scary. Let's descend to 800 feet. I'm throttling back and let it drop while maintaining 90 knots. Probably a good time to lower one notch of flaps, which is 10 degrees. And then throttle back up because we are leveling off at 800. Runway is still there. Runway is there waiting for us. Maintain 800 for now because there is the terrain. Yeah. Turning from base to final. I'd like to maintain 800 for a bit longer. Passing this hill. Flaps 20 degrees. Slow to 65 knots for this approach. There we are 65, sort of back up a bit. How about full flaps, 40 degrees. And that requires more power. Let's have 55 knots. We don't want to lose too much speed because we don't want the super firm landing. Oops. Yes, seems okay. Not perfect, obviously. What does the report card say? Yeah, not good. Takeoff performance. Takeoff airspeed. Well, at least everything is about 90%. Landing, mass landing force, not good. It's below 90. So we do it again. Traffic pattern. Okay, do it again. Flaps. How about flaps 1 on 10 degrees? Trim for takeoff. Brakes off. Full power. It's 5 knots, rotate. Flaps up. And now we wait. Now we wait for 1100 feet. Almost there. Okay, so level off at 1100 feet and speed up. Right turn. Yeah, looking good. I'm maintaining 1100 feet. Drop below 1,000. Trying hard to maintain 1100 feet. What's that? Don't interrupt me. Yeah, I know the runway's there. I always know that. Okay. Enjoy the view, enjoy the scenery. Time to descend. 800. 10 degrees flaps. Oh, did I do it too early? That's fine. Make sure we stay above the terrain. A little bit low. That is better. Flaps 20. Let's just keep flaps at 20 degrees. And not change configuration at the last minute. Center line deviation, not good. What is that? Yeah, center line 84. Max landing force not soft enough. How about another? Oops, I want to click flight school. Oh, navigation, have you done that? Oh, already done that. Yeah, let's try a ILS approach. What time is it? It's almost 5:30 in Hong Kong. 6:30. 6:30 p.m. in Hong Kong. Yep. Usually, that should be time to leave the office if it is weekday, and then dinner time or hanging out with friends or something else. Okay, finishing asynchronous loading. So put the headset on and get ready. What What does it say? We're currently on downwind for runway 34 right at Seattle Tracom. You can see the runway on the left. Hey. Yes, I see. Hey, but what do I need to do? $160, 5,000. Alright. Wow. Don't zoom in VR. Okay, just don't look up, okay? 160 and 5,000. I don't look outside. $160 descending to 5,000. IRS, of course. Don't look outside. Don't look outside. This is IRS. IRS. How about turn the heading button? Alright, so it should maintain 160 and 5,000. Too much photo. Any new message? No. Where is the runway? Oh, let's see. Ah, no, IRS. I don't supposed to see the runway. Soon ATC will tell us something. How soon? Let's check every 10 seconds. Nothing. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing. Still nothing yet. I remember on the mobile, ATC will tell us to turn left heading 070 and descend 3,000 feet. It's not happening yet. So we have to maintain 160 degrees at 5,000 feet. If you use autopilot, but what's the fun? Of course, fly by hand. And make sure we don't drift away. We are given a heading of 160 and an altitude of 5,000. Stick to that. Hey, ETC, are you working? Or did I miss the message? Because it's not showing up in VR. Well, for iOS, probably doesn't really matter. I mean, the 3D sense It's not important, you're just reading a 2D panel. Are we good? I suppose I missed the message. Should turn to I want to turn the heading back before I actually turn the... Oops. I definitely missed the message. So we're not doing that in VR because I probably saw the messages. Let's try the heading again. Heading. See if we can try auto rotation. Any idea on auto rotation? We need the engine running. Actually, how do I start the engine? I guess it's up above. No. No. Wrong idea. Do you just move these things forward? Emergency off. Lights. Andy. How do you start the engines? Oh, we first start electricity. Already started. What else? AC. Oh yeah. Yeah. I started something. Not sure what I'm starting. Definitely starting something. I want to find the starter switch somewhere. Here we are. Number 1. Number 2. Master caution. No, just clicking. Yeah, 100%. Good. I guess you're good, but not everything is in the green zone, is it? Is everything? No, what is this? It's in the yellow zone. The oil. So what happens if we set off the brakes and continues anyway? So let's climb to some altitude and then switch off the engine. But how do you switch off the engine? Not sure. Let's get some altitude first. Let's gain a lot of altitude. Like 2,000 feet. Should that be enough? Let's keep circling. How about 3,000 feet? Oh, there are clouds above. Let's stay here. And so, how to shut down the engines? Let me see if I click this. No, that's the starter switch. Oh, oops. Don't get inside the clouds. So we'll exit cloud first. So this is 3,000 feet. I suppose this is throttle. Let's put everything back. Definitely no throttle. Yeah, and then we are safely on ground, although probably hit the tail. I forgot to put a collective. Yeah, that's how it works. So I guess this is a mixture. Let's throttle. Oops. I need to put collective factors idle first and set a brake. Let's brakes, okay. Brakes on. Okay. So this time we climb to 2,000 feet and then move both yellow lever all the way back. Okay. Oops, no, what's wrong? Anyway, we'll restart the flight with the engines running, so not to ruin anything. New flight. Let's start with engine running. Start with engine running and start a new flight. Okay, so it's a new flight, engines running. We will what is it race here? I don't. Yeah. It's not good. Or actually it's the other way. It is off, ground idle, and fly. So I don't know. Start new flight. It's not working. What can you tell from here? Not working. I don't know. No idea. Let's try changing aircraft and switch back. If that'll help. And by the way, let's try to fly this thing. Not too close. Gear up. Flaps. Gear down. Land on another runway. Full flaps. Circle the line. Oh, what's going on? Too high. Okay, it is perfect. Too low. Switch back to the heli. Sikorsky. Same place. Okay. So when you put the collective, this auto automatically moves forward. Yeah, the more I pull the collective, the more it moves forward. This is vertical takeoff, right? It's currently 2,000 feet. Okay, so it's 1,000. Okay, 2,000. Level off here. Gain force. What are this? Like switch off both engines. How do that? Pull this yellow thing back, and then you see immediately use. Oh, too late. This doesn't look that way. as soon as you pull the yellow thing, you have to load the collectives. So I'll load the collective first, and then pull the yellow thing, or assign a key or something. But indeed, I can configure failure. Where is it? No. I can configure failure in here. Yes, where? Flight configuration. Oh, customize failure. Yeah. So I want engine failures. When Control F is pressed, both fail. Engine separation. That's just failure. Alright, so we kind do 2000 feet like before, and then I will hit Control F to kill the engines. So this is 2000 feet. Control F. No, too late. Oh, too low. Too low, too late. I don't know. Just keep trying. Forward speed. I forgot that. You need the forward speed. So climb to 2000 feet and gain some forward speed, and then we kill the engines. Otherwise, you sink into your own downdraft, which is more dangerous. Oh, that's 2000 feet. It doesn't fail. For a second. Why doesn't it fail? Because it should fail when I have to set it every time. Like, okay. So we have forward speed, we have altitude, and then fail. So we still have forward speed, it's good. I think I need to put not pushing the collective all the way in. I will bring back all the way up. Seems to get it. Engine failure. Alright, 2000 feet. No, it doesn't seem to work this way. How does it work? No idea. Before we search for how it works, let's experiment with different things like did I forget forward speed? Notice at the final moment when I put a collective, I don't know. Once it drops outside the green area, it seems that you can never bring back that. So similarly, we climb to 2000. This is 2000. Fail. Oh, because I put a collective too suddenly. You should do it gently. Can't practice aggressively. Otherwise it rolls to the left and you crash. So gently this time. Or should have come to 3000. So we're now at 3000 feet and collective is about 50%. Not maintaining altitude. Okay, fail. No, it's not control. Ah, yeah. It's the opposite direction. You have to push the cyclic forward instead of pulling it back. Because now everything is opposite. I guess that's how it works. So we'll do it at 2000 feet. And then use the cyclic in opposite direction. Okay, ready? Fail. No, it's not the proof horror. I guess still too late. How about just flame out? Now it's working. Engine flame out. Just flame out. Not sure what failure means. Users still need to control the rotor blades and the tail rotor. So this is 1000. This 2000. And failure. Or it's just flame out. Oh yeah, it's just flame out, we can keep it. What does that mean by flame out? It's still generating power. Yeah, that's not how it works. How does it work? How about just one engine failure? Alright, so sync engine failure. What would that mean? Okay. Get ready for engine number 1 failure. 3, 2, 1, fail. Oops, that's the same thing. Need to watch it center it. And where is the forward speed? Or can you actually simulate engine failure. Explain. Like you have forward speed. Obviously you have forward speed, engine failure. Looks better. Okay, so it's not altitude. You need altitude, but it's a lot of forward airspeed. That's a kill engine failure. Let's say we are flying forward like normal. And then turn left. Forward airspeed. We have. Okay. Strict and level. And then engine failure. Forgot to pull the collectives. Oh, fail at exact altitude. That'll work. Let's say 2,000 feet. AGL. Anyway, yeah. So we'll fly as usual. Keep circling. Almost 2,000. It's not how it works. Okay. I'm going to go to YouTube and see how people do auto rotation and explain. Yeah, No idea. We can do a engine failure on a fixed wing though. Say a 738, same place. I just at Control F. Approach. No. Runway 3 and then approach. Yeah, same runway we're familiar with. We will weather in daytime. So it's the simple mod 737-800. It's not the max. It seems to take longer to load the 737. Oh, in the previous stream, the song Crab Wraith is claimed by Monster Cat. YouTube is warning almost notifying me on some copyright stuff. I guess the plane almost finished loading. No, not yet. Still no. Okay. I didn't know it's already finished loading. No sound? Yeah, audio is loaded.
Don't think. Don't think. Don't think. Don't think. Think rate. Think rate. 300. Pull up. Pull up.
Stupid things happening.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Let's try to land this thing first before trying the failure.
Don't sink. 300. Don't sink.
Gears down,
Don't
3
sink.
green,
200. Don't sink.
flaps. Anyway.
Don't sink. Don't sink. 100. Sink rate. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. 10.
Speed brake is not armed. Speed brake armed. Speed brake up. Tracked. Free first. Oh god, that. This side doesn't work. Because there's terrain. Let's try it again. Yeah, obviously it doesn't work like this. Audio is not loaded yet. Okay, gear down, flaps 30. And then
Don't sink.
engine failure.
Don't sink.
Did I set that? Well, I suppose just idle.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Swerving arm. Oh, that's gear. No.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Swerving arm, the 3 green.
Don't sink.
And no, swerving.
Don't sink.
Now is armed.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
400.
Sink rate.
300.
Sink rate.
300.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
200.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Sink rate.
100.
Sink rate.
50, 40,
Sink rate.
30, 20,
Sink
10.
rate.
Speed brake up. Reverse. No, but yeah, it's simulating engine failure. Anyway, I suppose we have reverse. Oh, I forgot about the brakes.
80 knots.
Checked. What? This doesn't respond. The throttle doesn't respond. Oh yeah, now speeding up. Alright, I do it. I do it again here. There. Why Where's the... Ah, here it is. Can I move this like closer? What can I do with it? No, nothing. We can move it now. Okay, can move it. Slide configuration. Oh, that's a shortcut. Customize failure, engine failure, engine failure, Control F. And we're doing the same 3 nautical miles approach, the same runway. Alright, engine failure. Deal engine failure this time. Get ready. Once we have audio loaded or sound loaded, we will trigger the engine failure. So in a stable approach, it's not stable, but okay, engine failure. Flaps.
Don't sink.
Don't sink. Fuel flaps to gain airspeed.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
APU on. Oh,
Don't sink.
500.
Pull up.
400.
Pull up.
300.
Pull up. Pull up.
no, you can
200.
make the runway.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
100.
Don't sink.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Sink rate.
At least it kind of worked.
80 knots.
Checked. Obviously we can make the runway, right? What was I thinking? Somebody hit the master caution button. And also, what's that? Of course. Where does the sound come from? Let's try again. So, yeah, failed. Three nautical miles approach, same runway, same everything the same. As soon as the audio is loaded, I will hit Control F. Okay. Audio is loaded. Stable approach, but then suddenly engine failure. You hear a weird sound and then don't sink. You know you can maintain airspeed. You raise your flaps to 15 degrees and then look for somewhere else to land, which probably safer to be
400.
here.
Don't sink. Bank
300.
Pull up.
200.
Up. Pull
100. 40.
No, it doesn't quite work this time. It crashed. How did it work last time? Although it's rare to have dual engine failure on this final. So to see what options I have. Everything is fine at this moment. Speed brake arm, gear down, flaps. Yeah. And then we are descending towards the one way. And that's almost like a stable approach right now. And then suddenly engine failure. We are losing airspeed.
500.
But we still have some altitude. Just want to raise the flaps a little bit.
300.
Think rate.
200.
Think rate.
200.
Don't think. Don't think.
Or raise. Yeah, you cannot raise the
100.
flaps
Think.
with the
50,
hydraulics.
30, 20, 10.
And you can't brake with the hydraulics, so you have strip brake up and you use elevators. Right. Check. What if it happens earlier? Of course, it's already earlier that you didn't make it to the threshold. What if it is really earlier? What if I hit Control F earlier? What could have happened? If you don't have hydraulics. Oops, did X-Plane just crashed? So it's not a plane crash, it's X-Plane crashing. Then I guess let's call it a day. It's been 2 hours. Try something else next time.